All right, you guys, so sorry about that. It's gotten a little darker and a couple things had happened, so I had to go and tend to it. But so like I say, so Gina and Michael, and they were in there, and they were the crackheads, and they Michael was next door. So, you know, it was weird because we didn't know what was going on. So I guess it was a little surreal to all of us, you know what I mean? We didn't know what our fate was going to be. We didn't know what was going to happen. So we basically, you know, just started talking, and everybody started to kind of introduce themselves, and, you know, everybody found out what city and state each person was from, and what we talked about, what we did before we landed here in freaking prison in Jamaica. Or actually, this was jail. This wasn't even prison. Oh my God. Baby, if you think jail is bad, whoo, prison ain't no joke. But anyway, we went ahead and, you know, we got to know each other or whatever, as far as we could get to know each other, whatever. We were singing songs and just kind of, you know, trying to pass the time away. Everybody was like hyped up. We couldn't go to sleep, and we didn't want to go to sleep on the concrete beds, so we kind of just stayed up. Mind you, this was on a Friday, so I knew that on Monday I would be going to court, or at least I would be able to talk to the head of the jail, whoever that, the captain, her name was Captain Robinson. And so I knew that on Monday I'd be able to at least talk to her. So in the meantime, we had all of Saturday, all of Sunday, that we just kind of was in there. Now, mind you, there were locals that were coming in to the prison, or I'm sorry, I keep saying prison. There was locals that was coming in and out of the jail, and, you know, it's just like, I guess, in the States or whatever, they go to jail, and once they're sober, or once they, you know, whatever, if the charges aren't as bad, then they end up getting out. So they were coming in and out. There was Jamaican people coming in and out. There was also a couple of other people that came in, but for the most part, we just kind of, you know, everybody kind of just kept their cool. The next day was Saturday, and of course we're all hungry, you know what I mean? Like, so they do feed you breakfast, and they feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But breakfast, let me tell you guys what breakfast was. Breakfast was this thick piece of bread. I don't know what kind of bread this is called, but it was just like white bread, and it was just thick. And that's it. So bread and water, y'all. Let me tell y'all, the water was made of raw sugar and water. So it was just sweet water and bread. So that was for breakfast. For lunch, we got something called rock bun. So we got rock bun, which kind of reminds me of a fruit cake. Rock bun and cheese is what we got. And basically what you do is you can tear it in half and put the cheese in the middle and make a sandwich. And then we got the sugar water again. And then for dinner, it was like a bologna sandwich or something like that, still on that thick ass bread that didn't have no taste to it. It was just like it was made with pure, and it was very, very dense. It wasn't like the bread we have in the States, nice and soft bread. It was soft, but it was dense. It was thick. So we had that, and that was for dinner. And then we're still just, you know, singing songs and rapping and, you know, talking. And so finally I was able to go to sleep for a little while, and I'm still kind of sleeping with one eye open because I don't know these people, you know what I mean? And I'm in a different country. So we're going to fast forward to Monday because the same thing was going on Saturday. So anyway, Monday came, and I was able to go down and talk to the captain, which I didn't know her name. I know her name now. Her name is Captain Robinson. So she was letting me know that I was going to have to go, you know, to court, and there was the arraignment you know, for them to tell you what the charges are. And at that time, you know, you can either get a public defender, or you can, you know, if your family had enough money, they could send it down to get a lawyer for you. Now in Jamaica, the dollar currency is different from California or from the United States. And at the time that I went, it was one American dollar was 33 Jamaican dollars. So you can kind of figure that, you know, one of our dollars was a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but it was way more money than $1 that, you know, we would just look at a measly $1 as $1. It was $33 when you went ahead and changed the currency over in Jamaica. So, I was able to talk to Miss Robinson, and, at that time I had also talked to my sister. And I told her, please don't tell grandmother, because my grandmother raised me. That's a whole nother story. So I didn't want my grandmother to know. Eventually she had to tell my grandmother, because we had to give me a lawyer. I didn't want a public defender, because again, I don't know what's going on out here. You know what I mean? I don't want a public defender to send me up the river. You know what I mean? So I went ahead and found out that my sister told my grandmother, and they got me a lawyer. When I went to court, no, the lawyer came to the jail. She came to the jail and she met with me. And you guys, this is a 2-tier prison. So the top tier was the Americans. The bottom was what they was calling Vietnam. And Vietnam had all the hooligans up in there. I mean, crazy people. I guess people that had been there for a long time, and these people they were so unruly. And there were men. There weren't any women down in Vietnam. But anyway, so I met with my lawyer, and she told me that she would be there with me on Monday. Let's back up. When Monday came, I only met with my lawyer. She came to the jail. She let me know that I wouldn't be going to court until like that Wednesday, because all the cases were backed up, and you know, okay, it is what it is. Now, like I told you before, the currency is different in America than it is in Jamaica. I mean, the United States. It's all America in the United States. So that's how they make their money. So my lawyer, I think she charged $4,000 or something like that, or maybe $2,000 she charged. American money. And so my family sent it down. I went to court. Y'all got to stay tuned for the court, because, baby, Vietnam, let me just say, Vietnam was no joke. You got to walk past Vietnam in order to get into the bus to go to the courthouse. So we're going to get back to that. And you guys, just stay tuned.